is Tales of Ice.
Tales of
So that's what happens. Would you like this moved?
No, that's good. Fellow Toastmasters, my name is Michael Lavin, and I was born December 21st, 1992, in a hospital in Plantation, Florida. Well, I want to be home in time for Christmas, but what they don't tell you when you're born 3 weeks early is that your lung explodes and you spend some time in the NICU. Made a full recovery here today, but the pediatrician at the time remarked that I looked like a small plucked chicken.
Aww.
I like to think I'm a little bit bigger than a plucked chicken today, but I've unfortunately maintained a little bit of the pink skin complexion still. Going through school in Davie, Florida, where I grew up, Flamingo Elementary, Indian Ridge Middle School, and Western High School, I was what you'd call a model student. I loved school, loved going to school, and did pretty well at just about every subject. But I had a predilection for social studies, history, and government. In 4th grade, I read the History of Florida textbook from cover to cover for fun. Get an idea of what kind of student I was. Unfortunately, there was one area of school where I seemed to really struggle. I was a little bit of a weird kid. And on the social totem pole, I was near the bottom. There were the kids that ate lunch by the dumpster, and then there was me. I was below them. For 4 years, from 6th grade through 9th grade, I was the subject of intense ridicule by all of my peers. Everything I said and did came under intense scrutiny. To this day, I have a fear of talking about myself. Simple questions like, what is your favorite movie? V for Vendetta. What is your favorite band? Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Still leave me feeling uncomfortable. The other thing that happened was I took that energy, though, that anger that I had, and I used it in a little bit of a positive way. I wanted to prove those kids wrong for making fun of me. So I doubled down on my schoolwork. I wouldn't accept anything less than an A for myself. And I had big goals going into high school. I wanted to go to the United States Air Force Academy, and I wanted to become an Air Force pilot. Well, I didn't get into the academy, but I did get into my second choice, which was the University of Florida. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
That's a little bit controversial in this room.
Anywhere in Florida.
There we go. I had a great 4 years there. Not a great 4 years of football, though. It was a down time. Will Muschamp years, for those that know. To keep my goal of being an Air Force pilot alive, I was part of the Air Force ROTC program for my first 2 years. At the time, though, I also developed an intense passion for a sport called powerlifting. For those that don't know, that's when you do bench press, squat, and deadlift the heaviest weight possible. I, to this day, still love it, but my back and my shoulder did not. And I blew out my shoulder, herniated a disc in my back in the span of a year. It was about a 3-year recovery to get to fully 100%, so I had to leave the ROTC program. As I was sitting there thinking about what do I want to do next, I took some time to think about what was motivating me. And I realized I was motivated by wanting to prove those kids wrong in school. And I thought that was unhealthy. And I was able to work past it, which was very freeing, but at the same time, to this day, I still feel a little bit rudderless. I had that intense why for so long. Without it, it's a little confusing sometimes. for a while, I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do next. I still did well in school. I graduated with honors with a degree in political science and was the president of the Political Science Honor Society. I got a good job after graduation, selling electronic medical records and billing services to medical practices in Florida. It was a very competitive job. My job sets goals for me, and I still meet them. But that overall why still escapes me. About 3 months ago, something else happened. My girlfriend and I of 3.5 years, we broke up. We were long distance, we both went to UF. It wasn't working out. But I realized at the time, that overall why, it might still escape me, but that's okay. But what I can do is I can work on getting a little bit better every day. I can confront some of the fears I have, like standing in front of a room talking about myself, and I can get better at that. And that is how I ended up in front of all of you today, talking about myself. Madam Toastmaster.